Due to the extreme danger, wilderness experts were present off camera to provide survival and emergency aid. Alaska. Beautiful, wild, dangerous. It's nearing the end of the Alaska experiment, and for the remaining volunteers, the 3 months they've spent in this remote wilderness has beaten them down, physically and emotionally.
It's heartbreaking to be this close.
So perhaps we're both hallucinating.
With the end in sight, their thoughts are turning toward home.
I'm really glad to be heading towards Kansas City.
But their toughest challenge awaits.
We need more air.
Getting out.
The plane's not there.
4 groups, 3 months in the wilderness. Welcome to the Alaska experiment.
We're almost there.
Bernice, Alan, and Jasmine are desperate for food for their final hike out of Alaska. They set out to comb the mountain for blueberries, which will supplement their meager food supply.
So I would go, you know, kind of crisscross like that.
Okay.
Up into those bushes.
Okay.
And start just kind of brushing away the snow a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go up this way. You're right, there was nothing there.
I think you have to come this way.
Okay.
Blueberries have been a mainstay of the Alaskan native diet for centuries, but the picking season for blueberries is from late August to late September. It is now December, and the prime blueberry picking season has long passed.
Definitely not easy, I'll tell you that. You know, it's like, on the one hand, it's great because you can gather them, they've been preserved under the snow. On the other hand, you're gathering them in the snow.
Earlier, you know, in the year before all the snow,
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot easier.
there were a lot more. And yeah, you could see them, so you could just go straight to, you know, the gold mines of blueberries. But now you just have to dig and dig and dig.
All right, I'm gonna move.
And know how cold it gets picking these, so I just hold the hand warmers in my hands for a few minutes and then go back at it. Secret, the hand warmers.
I think I have more respect for people who pick blueberries. It's hard.
It's mid-December, 3 days until the end of the Alaska experiment. And up on Hawkins Glacier, it's dangerously cold. These days, temperatures hover around the -20-degree mark. Inside the old trapper's cabin, Greg and Bernice Pearson, along with the trio from Flower Lake, Tim Wagner, Alan O'Hara, and Jasmine Kung, plot their route out of the wilderness.
What I would like to know, what would be helpful, is how long it takes us to get from here to here.
At dawn the next morning, they'll make the treacherous 10-mile descent down the glacier. In 2 days, they're due to meet their wilderness mentor, survival expert Paul Claus, who will fly them out and back to civilization. But with just 6 hours of light per day, they'll need to move quickly. Few know better than Paul just how dangerous this glacier can be in the dead of winter.
It's a narrow valley here with steep, rugged mountains on all sides that have avalanche potential. It's solid moraine all the way across from one side to the other, which makes travel on it very, very difficult, if not deadly.
You can cut off some time by going a straight line there, too, if it's not too bad. So that may save us another 30 minutes or something, if, you know, if it's possible.
And when we find that, we just follow that all the way to the pickup area. How are we going to know which lake he's referring to?
We'll be close enough to it at that point where, you know, when the plane lands, we'll be able to see it, so.
I said I'll never, ever do that hike again.
When we first came into Hawkins, we were hiking up there on the second day. He had nausea and dizziness. You know, he scared me.
That was 3 months ago, when conditions were ideal for hiking. Now, the wilderness is locked in snow and ice, and temperatures are bottoming out at -30 degrees.
Going on this, like, glacier hike, it's just, I mean, it's, you see no footsteps, no human footsteps out there. I mean, only 10 people in the world have ever made this hike up here. So it's scary.
That's looking like 2 hours a mile, you know.
We're getting to experience the worst of Alaska in this trek down. The moraine, followed by bushwhacking.
Tim, Allen, and Jasmine arrived here 2 weeks ago after a brutal hike in. It took the trio 7 miserable days to hike from Flower Lake to Greg and Bernice's cabin. and they almost didn't make it.
I never realized that a Marine could be that tough. I can't say I've ever been that emotionally beat down before. I had no interest in ever doing one again.
None of them are fully recovered from that punishing trek. Hungry, exhausted, and worn down by months of hard living, the trip down promises to be even more difficult and dangerous. Even so, they're anxious to get back home.
Someone once said that short memory is good for climbers. And I think my memory hasn't served me too well, but I'm glad to go home and see my family and friends and bring my newfound spirit home.
Cheers! Okay, cheers to our last night at Hawkins.
All right. To Alaska.
Down on the coast at Icy Bay, Dennis Wise and his daughters Carolyn and Jennifer prepare to leave the abandoned fishing shack they've called home for the last 3 months. They'll hike 8 miles inland to their pickup zone. When they first arrived, hiking left them exhausted and sore. But since then, a lot's changed.
I got my old pair of jeans I wore coming in. It's the lightest I've been in years. What do you think?
Put 'em on.
Since I've been in Alaska, or since I left home, I've lost over 40 pounds.
I wore my skinny jeans.
My body and everything is just incredible. And now I can grab a pack and go hiking for, miles in a day. I can split wood and haul it. And my endurance and physical strength has just astounded me. I'm absolutely blown away by how well I feel and how well I'm doing.
Let's see it.
Tara.
Damn, you can fit another little person in
Get
there.
another little person in there.
Here's the pants I came in with.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go find some non-stylish fat person and donate them.
When I first came here, I wasn't really in shape. The hike in, I was just exhausted. I collapsed on the floor the second we got into the cabin. And since then, I've been able to double that hike. I actually feel better now than I have for most of my life.
So, we're pretty much done packing?
Pretty much.
Like the 5 up on Hawkins Glacier, the Wises also have a plane to catch. If they miss it, they'll have to camp and wait for another window of opportunity.
How's everybody looking?
Pretty good.
Up on Hawkins Glacier, it's an hour before dawn, and everyone's awake making final preparations before setting out on their hike back to civilization.
I don't think too many people got a whole lot of sleep last night. Everyone was nervous and a little apprehensive, but we're all ready to go see our friends and family.
I probably got about 3 hours of sleep. I think just the anxiety, the anticipation of what we're about to do. So I'll just catch up on that sleep later.
Everybody out? Okay. Yeah, I'm actually petrified about what's in store because 19 hours of darkness and 40 degrees below zero. I can't even fathom it. It's freaking me out.
All right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's still dark as they set out, and bitterly cold. They've got to set a quick pace to meet Paul Claus on the valley floor, 10 miles and 3,200 feet down. 3 months ago, 4 groups walked into Alaska's forbidding wilderness with a single goal: to survive. It's now the end of the Alaska experiment, but one challenge remains: getting out. Up in the Chitna Valley, Greg and Bernice, along with Tim, Alan, and Jasmine, are racing down the glacier to make their scheduled rendezvous with wilderness mentor Paul Claus. Less than an hour in, the trouble begins. Pushing fast through the moraine, Greg wedges his foot between 2 heavy rocks.
Is your foot stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
I fell through.
Can you get it out?
Though Alan works to free him, the rocks close in tighter around Greg's foot.
All right, dude, which one? The one on your right?
That rock right there could be pulled.
Got it, dude, it's out of there. Hang on.
Well,
Sorry, hang on, this big one's moving.
it's making it tighter.
Is it?
Yeah.
If Greg falls wearing that 100-pound pack, his bone will give before the rocks do. Any rescue here would be difficult, if not impossible.
It keeps coming down half. Tim wants to move it up one more.
The reality is, in this rugged terrain, even with, Black Hawk rescue helicopters and everything else, this time of year, short daylight, bad weather, and severely cold temperatures, you could be in a situation where all the rescue capability on the entire planet wouldn't be able to get you.
Oh. Sorry. It's coming down, huh? Tim wants to move it up one more. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Towards you. Yeah, good. Nice. Woo! What a trap. Man, he can't escape that Marine even up on the ridge. Right on.
Greg's free of the rocks, but there's still miles of them to cross before this hike's over.
Par for the course, as you guys like to say, Greg.
Yep.
90 miles south on Icy Bay, Dennis and his daughters Carolyn and Jennifer take one last look at their home and say goodbye to their wilderness experience.
I think I liked it better when there wasn't snow on the ground.
I agree.
We've been reflecting on what Alaska means to us. The changes that have occurred here in 3 months have been so drastic that something that we never in our wildest dreams expected.
You know, this way or this way, that shoe takes up the exact same amount of floor space.
Yeah, but that's not how you had it, Dad.
3 months ago, the challenge of wilderness living pushed their relationship to the breaking point.
That way, so it doesn't take up as much space. Okay, here, I'll show you the difference, because clearly you're not conceptualizing. You had it like this. I can't fit in as many shoes with your shoes like this.
And you
put
said
it like this.
And you said the other. You said the other way.
I did arguing. Just set them in there.
And I put them in.
Listen.
And I put them in like that. It was still the wrong way.
You keep your shoes wherever the you want. I'll do my own.
I moved them another way, at a right angle.
Both of you, drop it.
Now, they're a team.
You know, this might be the last time we make it down here. Of all the places we've seen here,
This is my
right
favorite.
here is going to be the one I miss the most.
Yeah.
It's my favorite, bar none.
Me too. I'm just sitting by the ocean right now. We spent a lot of time up here. We came up here fishing all the time. We went on hikes up here. And at this point, I'm just kind of taking it a step at a time, kind of in my mind trying to say goodbye to one thing at a time.
So what are you thinking about when you're looking out there like that?
I just like to watch it when the waves crest, and then you get the spray, and then the actual splash is higher than the crest of the wave. I think I'm gonna miss that a little bit, just because there's no ocean for me to watch back home. So I gotta find something else to pass the time alone with my thoughts, because I won't have the waves anymore.
As much as I'd love to stay here all day, we gotta get back.
I know. Sure looks different than it did 3 months ago.
Yeah.
2 hours into their hike through fields of loose rock on Hawkins Glacier, the extreme cold claims its first victim.
Oh, I thought I was gonna pass out for a second there.
He seems to be a little nauseous. Could be dehydration, not sure. So we're gonna try to just build him a fire, get some food in him, some liquids, and just hopefully get him centered.
I can't feel my finger. I'm just nauseous.
Greg can't feel his fingers. It's the first sign of frostbite. If he doesn't warm soon and get the blood circulating in them, he could lose them.
Why don't you give me your pack? I'll carry it back over.
I think I could probably walk it over. It just hit me like right in the last hill. I just all of a sudden I just went nauseous and I just was like, ugh. Felt like I was gonna pass out. So my hands are killing me. Never had my hands that cold before in my life. Yeah, I think so. That's why they're hurting, I'm sure. Oh. This is ridiculous.
Greg struggles to pull it together, and it's got everyone concerned.
Oh, I'm gonna pass out again.
A rescue helicopter couldn't land in this terrain, and the 4 of them couldn't carry him out. If Greg doesn't start feeling better soon, they'll either have to turn back or go for help.
When Greg was not feeling well, he scared me. I mean, seeing the look on his face and seeing how pale he was, I was frightened.
I mean,
if something happens out here, I don't know how I'm going to make it. So I'm just, I'm as scared as probably I've ever been.
Yeah. You finished?
Yeah.
Ironically, Greg's body temperature has soared. He's removed his jacket in an attempt to feel better.
Jasmine and Tim and Alan really pulled through to help us. I was able to give up my jacket and give it to Greg to help keep him warm as long as I stayed by the fire. So that was really key. If we didn't have that fire going, it could have been a really, really bad situation.
I was a little scared there for a minute, man. That was not fun. A lot of pain in that, thawing my freaking fingers out, man. That hurt. But, got some food and some drinks, and these guys built an awesome fire, and I feel a ton better. I'm ready to go for another 20 feet.
Back down at Icy Bay, storm clouds gather as the Wise family leaves the cabin to begin their 2-day hike inland and out of the wilderness.
We ready?
Okay.
We started out before the sun got up. We were up really early. We packed all the last of our stuff. Every second of daylight is absolutely precious out here because, you know, it's quite a hike to where we're gonna get picked up. So we need to boogie it so we can rest there overnight and be waiting for the airplane first thing in the morning.
It's the last look of the cabin. That's it.
I said my goodbye. I'm shut of it.
Tomorrow they'll meet Paul Claus, who will fly them out of the bush and back to civilization.
Pack sliding down my ass.
Oh.
That's why it's good to have a big old juicy bubble butt.
All right, bubble butt.
No, my pack's sliding down my ass too. It's
okay. The pack is actually really heavy. I've got about 40 pounds in it. It's a lot heavier than I expected. And I've lost so much weight that the hip strap doesn't fit on my hips. It keeps falling. Guys, all my weight's back on my shoulders. We either gotta slow down or find out what's wrong with my pack.
Can you lift their pack a little bit so I can sense this?
When we first arrived, I had a hard time packing. It wasn't even half this weight. And that was on a good day.
There.
Yeah.
Better?
Oh, much. I think if I had the same conditions as we did coming in now, it'd be no problem at all. I think it's just, you know, the weather and the fact that it's on more of a hill and the heavier pack is what's really wearing me down.
You all right, Kellen?
Yeah, it's okay.
Back on Hawkins Glacier, the temperature's still well below zero.
I didn't know.
They've fallen behind schedule, and it's a race now to get to the bottom, where they'll meet the bush plane for the ride back home.
Now it's negative 20 degrees, and we're trying to stay warm by just continuing to move. For me, the cold is really the biggest worry, because I know I can walk for a long time, but I've never had to do it in negative temperatures. So I'm really, really concerned about that.
The extreme cold gnaws at each one of them, and for some, it's become unbearable.
You're in bad shape. Yeah, my hands just don't want to work. I got it, Pete. No, save your hands, bro.
I'm all right.
Leave me.
I'm really
okay.
good. All right, you help me out there.
Greg shares the last of his chemical hand warmers with Alan.
I know they're on the verge of freaking frostbite, man.
In this country, traveling overland without an airplane, on foot, is serious at any time, but you start adding temperatures down in the 20 below range and that kind of thing, and it's a whole nother ball game. You can't make a mistake. And you know, you freeze your extremities, your fingers or something, then you can't function to build a fire. Things get real serious real fast, and at 20, 30 below zero, the reality is you might be dead.
My hands, I can't feel them. They're hurting me so bad right now. I don't know if anybody else is feeling the same, but yeah, they're just killing me. Is anybody else as cold as I am, or is it just me?
We're all cold, brother.
Okay.
Well, we got to get your hands warm.
Tim, sit down.
Is it just me?
Sit on my pat, Tim.
I can't sit down. If I literally sit down, I'm gonna freeze my ass off.
I lost all my energy. I'm freaking freezing. It's cold outside, and I'm cold as well. I've got 4 layers on right now, and so I'm feeling very good right now.
Alan's hands are cold too. Too cold to even strike a match.
Couldn't even pull my gloves back on.
You can come on the side right here.
Oh, God. One match.
Aren't they supposed to be strike anywhere?
Yeah. It didn't work this morning for me either. I'd use a lighter.
I'll have a lighter.
It's minus 20 degrees. When it's this cold, exposed skin freezes in no time. Without a fire, the numbness in Tim's hands could turn to frostbite.
The matches are better. They're better. That's it. Go right to it.
I'm done.
There you go. Good job.
Look right out. Just gotta shoot my hands warm. Seriously. Yeah.
I didn't think the hike was going to be anything like this. We're going to be in deep trouble. You know, we're freeze to death or be hungry and starve. So I'm actually petrified about what's in store.
You're hurting so bad right now. These guys built a great fire, and you know, about 15 minutes later, the feeling came back. It was kind of like a numbing, pen needling sensation before my fingers returned to normal.
We're headed 65 degrees that way. I'm thinking that if we go good, we can maybe do it in an hour and be at the end of the timberline and start a fire and then sit around it and stay warm.
Let's do it. Bye, fire.
I love you.
Back down at Icy Bay, the Wise families left the beach and turned inland on their 8-mile hike, picking their way through the coastal scrub to the landing site a few miles further on.
Watch out for the ice.
Oh, God.
It's a little icy.
Yeah,
It's a little.
Dad and Jenny and I are hiking out to meet the plane right now. We've left the ocean behind. We've got clothes, food, tents, sleeping bags, bed pads, whatever else we need to have tonight. So it's getting pretty tough.
Everything is so much easier when you're holding someone's hand.
The terrain's gotten hilly, and in the snow, it's harder hiking.
We can do the hill, Jenny. You and me, pulling each other up. It looks like we're going downhill now.
The ice and exhaustion are wearing on all three. Finally, Carolyn takes a spill.
Need some water? Tea?
I just need more air.
Okay.
I can't breathe wearing that thing.
I don't think my balance was the problem today. I was going down a hill. I wasn't going slowly enough. I hit the ice and my pack just kind of pulled me backwards. It was more like a collapse because I couldn't breathe.
A little bit harder walking in the snow, isn't it?
And uphill.
And uphill.
And with 40 pounds on my back.
We should be over the halfway point easily now.
They push on through the cold, the snow, and the cramping muscles to reach the landing strip before the light gives out.
I'm so freaking tired. Okay, this is why I hate people who go backpacking.
This ice is killer.
Hang on. What?
Hey, we made it. The next hike is gonna be to the door of an airplane.
They finally reach the airstrip. It's little more than a scar of dirt in the immense coastal forest. They'll make camp here and wait for Paul's arrival and the journey back home.
I'm not really looking forward to camping out compared to, you know, how nice our cabin's been for 3 months. I guess it's gonna be pretty cozy when you think about the fact that we're all gonna have about 6 inches a person. So we're gonna be snuggling up tonight. Good night.
Night.
Back up on the glacier, the five continue their push through the punishing terrain. 5 hours and 4 miles into the 10-mile hike, they're ragged with exhaustion. They're spent and near the point of collapse.
You okay?
Tim's breaking down. The endless pounding of feet against the hard, frozen rock is excruciating. It seems everything hurts, and it gets worse with every step.
I
think I hyperextended my right knee, and my left knee was already bugging me. So I started compensating my weight onto my left knee, and then my back started hurting me, and everything else just started falling apart, and it was just one splitting pain after the next.
Give me that pack. Give me that green pack.
No, dude, I'm okay. It's not the weight that's bothering me. It's every time we, like, do something really steep, my knees just buckle, and then when we go down something, they both just buckle. Oh. 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 Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go up and scope.
Finally, Tim collapses. He's physically and emotionally spent. The other four work to get him up and moving again. They can't stop.
Tim is just in a state of delirium and exhaustion. We know it's close, but you know, it's a relative term out here in a place as vast as Alaska. You know, you're close, well, what the heck does that mean? You know, you could be 2 miles, but it could be the most treacherous 2 miles you could ever imagine.
Alan and Greg carry his pack as Tim slowly presses on, each step taking monumental effort.
Oh, you're almost there. Oh.
It's obvious now that Tim can't go a step further. They'll have to camp and hope Tim feels better after a few hours rest.
It's okay. It's okay.
Up on Hawkins Glacier, the merciless trek has Tim at the point of complete exhaustion. He can't move another step.
I got a teammate pack. What comes around goes around.
After what I've gone through and these temperatures, and you know, seeing him just in his pain and agony, I mean, I feel for him, and I want to be there for him as much as I possibly can.
We're going to now get him warm again. We're going to stop and feed him and get him something to drink and just get him back to being functional. He was definitely carrying the most weight.
We need to get a fire going quick.
I am so beat down, it's unbelievable. Spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally, it's the last 3 months have just been more than anything I've ever done in my life. Nothing in my life has even been on the same radar as this before.
You can't be
Appreciate it. Take the compliment. Take anything I can get right now. I feel too cool.
When that plane lands, that's the icing on the cake. This whole thing was the cake, and that's the icing for us to go home. When we all get in that otter, and we just take that last deep sigh of relief of, holy cow, I can't believe what we just did. Then I think we're all just gonna be, I mean, I'll probably get emotional, you know? I mean, that's just how I am.
And I'm real fearful right now we're not going to make it to our pickup point. I really don't know how I'm going to find the energy to go on.
As darkness falls, so does the mercury.
I'm just beat. Right now, I'm physically and I'm mentally spent. I challenge anybody to try this, and I guarantee you, your spirit will be broken. This is one tough place.
Tim warmed up, we got him fed, we melted some snow and got him some water, and we were able to rehydrate him. And after that, he was able to move again. Although he was still going a little bit slowly, he was able to move, and he looked a lot better.
We made a decision as a group to not sleep in our tents at night and to have a fire going 24/7. We've done harder things, so just standing up by a fire, putting more wood in it won't be too bad.
Down on the coast, Paul Claus puts down the plane, just as the Wise family's breaking camp. For Dennis and his daughters, their time together in the vast Alaskan bush is over.
I think that's our ride.
Taxi.
That was
cool. Coming up to Alaska for my dad, it's something he's been wanting all his life. It's so great to see this change in him because he's healthier, he's in better shape, and he seems overall just so much more happy.
Whoa! You're a sight for sore eyes.
You look wet.
We've been drier.
A little more bushy than I saw you a couple of
Howdy. Hi. Ha.
So what did you learn?
How to catch salmon.
I learned that I can carry a 40-pound pack for 8 miles. Something I've noticed is that, you know, change and learning and exploration and discovery are all what Alaska is. That's the entire experience up here I've had, is just learning things and discovering things and watching things change. And seeing the change in myself, I never thought I'd be able to catch a 30-inch salmon, or, you know, to split logs, or to chop a tree.
You lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, I'm down to my ideal weight. This is what I wanted. I've lost over 40 pounds, so that's and I'm happy. I'm doing better than I've done in years. So.
Shadow of your former self, huh?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Well, the weather isn't all that great, so I don't want to. We can talk more.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to get going out of here.
We'll hurry up and get the heck out of here. We want to get out of here too.
Jenny, we're taking this.
Sure you do.
Lifting off, they gaze out at the rugged coast they've called home for the last 3 months.
To me, it's just been, you know, such a calming kind of cleansing experience coming up here for 3 months. Seeing things we've never seen the like of before. I'm a little sad because once I get home, I don't have this anymore. This is going to be something that we're going to be able to look back on, you know, really fondly for a long time.
I bet you Kansas is going to seem pretty different.
As the Wise family continues their long and arduous journey out of the wilderness, they are longing for home. But it's bittersweet as they treasure their last moments in Alaska.
You know, this has been kind of like our home since mid-September, and we've made it as home-like as possible. It's got some really good memories, and it's kind of sad to be leaving it, but at the same time, you know, the sooner I can see Adrian and my mom and my grandparents, the better.
Whoa!
They want us to head over.
Great, congratulations.
Thank you for the flight.
Thank you very much.
On surviving for 3 months.
Yeah.
I've dreamt about this for years. The changes that have occurred here in 3 months have been so drastic. It's something that we never in our wildest dreams expected. And I think maybe it's taught us something about the power of nature.
All right. I'm gonna walk on here because it seems with less ice.
I'm not, because I'm going to hit the wing if I do. Am I going too slow for you guys?
No, you're fine.
I don't think anybody's going fast.
Yeah.
One,
I don't think we can.
2, 3.
As the plane takes off, the Wise family say goodbye to the place they've made their home for the last 3 months. Up on Hawkins Glacier, it's dawn, and the 5 warm themselves by the fire. None of them slept. It was just too cold.
That's the only night I'm ever gonna do in 20-degree below temperatures outside by a fire.
Slept all that well for the last 2 days.
They're not far from the rendezvous point, just a few hours hike down. Tim and Greg walk out to a ridge to get their bearings.
That giant lake?
Yeah.
That's our destination, brother.
Sweet.
We're there.
We are home the same time tomorrow.
Oh, man. We just gotta hope that we don't get any fog rolling in. Because that would not be good. So you think you can make that last final push?
I'll crawl if I have to.
All right.
Though their destination's within sight, they still have a long field of moraine to negotiate. Then it's down to the valley floor and a treacherous crossing of the frozen Chitna River.
My face is so frozen, I can't hardly talk.
The group reaches the partially frozen Chitna River and searches for a safe place to cross.
Out here, there's just tricky terrain everywhere, and now we're by a riverbed where this river is not completely frozen, so there's going to be water running underneath it, and so there's a lot of shelf ice, and so you could break through.
If one of them fell in, there's almost no chance they could warm up before hypothermia sets in.
Get off the river, guys.
Get off the ice.
Get off the ice.
Do you guys want to go across here and try it?
Yeah, I mean, as opposed to, we could go the long way around. It could probably be safer, but obviously longer. But I'd prefer, for the sake of expediency,
I'm freezing.
Just remember this, if we get across on that land right there, and
Doesn't
then
mean-
the river again goes by, and this is just a little island,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to cross again, or we're gonna have to come back and then just go around anyway, so.
What we have found in the past with river crossings like this is we've been able to cross, and even if it winds back, there's usually a spot where we've been able to cross.
If there is, then great.
All right,
Who's
I'm
first?
freezing.
Go ahead.
Let's go.
Crossing here just seems a little too risky, so the group finds a safer, more narrow place to cross.
Whoa. Did you hear that? Yeah. There's a bad track, you guys. Be careful.
On the way to Hawkins, we had the easy terrain first, and then the really tough terrain on day 6 and 7. Now, on this trip back, day 1 was the really tough terrain, and now that we're on day 2, had a much easier time with terrain.
They cross safely, and after winding their way through the scrub, they arrive on the valley floor.
You doing okay, Tim?
No, it's almost there.
We're gonna be closer to 11 than 10:30, huh?
There's our lake, guys. The plane's not there.
Down on the frozen Chitna River Valley, there's confusion and fear. The 5 thought they'd made it in time for the rendezvous with wilderness guide Paul Claus and the flight home. But Paul and the plane are nowhere to be seen.
We don't want Paul to miss us, so we're helping him out, building him a runway, so he better show up.
Finally, Bernice hears the drone of a plane engine echoing off the mountains.
Music to my
Come on, baby, get down. Get down, baby.
Such a feat!
Just perfect.
Look at this guy.
Good to see you, man.
Through some cold?
Yeah, a little bit of cold.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm so happy to see you.
Hey, Paul.
Great to see you, Paul. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
You learned a little?
We learned a great deal.
Much. Never-ending lessons.
Every day.
That's cool.
That was really cool.
I mean, for me, that's the best thing that can happen.
Yeah.
You know, the experience you can take with you for the rest of your life.
After 3 months in the hard and unforgiving Alaskan bush, civilization, and the luxuries of an airport restroom.
I might be a prima donna, but I like being clean. 3 months in the bush, I feel nasty.
Oh, look at that.
Wash myself off.
Oh my God, that's just nasty.
Dude, I feel like a hobo. You clean an airport.
You're not even gonna believe what I'm pulling out of my hair right now. What do you got? Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. A piece of spruce.
But now I'm excited about using some toilet paper.
First shower in 97 days. Running hot water, man.
I've never seen you that skinny.
Pulling in all my clothes.
Man, you guys stink.
The miracle of hot running water, toilet paper, and a change into clean clothes.
Tim, I thought I stunk. Oh, man, you're one funky chicken.
You need a serious facial.
Oh, look at those blisters.
It looks disgusting.
Wow.
Starting to feel civilized, huh?
The comforts of slip-ons. That's a lot nicer than a set of bunny boots. Get it in the box? 30 degrees.
Did we triangulate?
Yeah.
Get out of here, come on. We're gonna dump that thing?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wear those things again?
Now, it's on to different planes to fly back to the lives they put on hold for the chance to test themselves in the vast Alaskan wilderness.
Definitely anxious. Anxious. Just all the noise, all the people. Kind of weird, because, you know, you've been, for 3.5 months, you've been sequestered, you know? Been like sensory deprivation, and all of a sudden you've been let out of the cage.
Just like any other epic journey, you know, you're sad that it ends, but you're also looking forward to going home. This whole experience has given me such a high level of thankfulness. How could you not be appreciative of that? And I can't wait to share these things with my family, with my friends.
What do you want me to make?
I don't know, I'm kind of confused. All of a sudden, I have like a plethora of options here. Right, fresh eggs, Jen. I haven't had fresh eggs in 3.5 months. I'll never take you for granted, breakfast burrito.
Haven't had in a long time.
Hi, Mommy. I just arrived in San Diego. I was gonna maybe head to La Jolla. I think it was such a special opportunity to come out here and get to taste a little bit of Alaska. There's so many little moments out here. You want to make the most of this experience and this life because you only live once.
I'm looking for a bikini.
Hey, bro. After 3 months in the wilderness, I'm more happy just to be able to communicate with friends and family again. Talk to my brother and tell him that I love him. The last 3 months have just been one test after another. I can't say I've had all the right answers for all these tests and all these adventures. But I'm very proud of who I am and what I've become and the fact that I'm still alive. The noise in the plane, I just got the worst headache. Every time the stewardess would talk, I was just like dying. Shut her up, shut her up.
Let's get you home and in the shower.
That shower was amazing. I will never take a hot shower for granted ever again. Yeah, it's amazing.
So many people.
I doubt if I'll ever have anything like this with my daughters ever again. You know, this was special to have this period of time to be together and to share this.
How long has it been since you've had real food?
3 months. I'm stuffing my face as fast as I can.
So,
Oh.
I don't know what happened. I'm disoriented. God, it looks good.
Oh my God, 117 emails.
Welcome home. That's awesome.
That looks good.
This plate is fire hot on the bottom, so
right.
don't touch it.
Yawn before I touch it.
It was amazing. Every time we got a little complacent, it would get a little harder. I mean, there's no way anybody could really get the feel of it unless they'd come here. It's just so beautiful to look at, and it's peaceful, and the quietness that you just don't get anywhere else. I'm really taking that with me.
Everything takes a lot more time here, so being able to just seize the moment and be patient, I think, are a couple of things that I'm definitely taking back with me.
Ready?
Yeah.
No more nightmares.
God, it feels so nice. I just want to sit in that shower for about a half an hour, 45 minutes straight. And you know what? We have a toilet right there.
You are about to experience the Alaska Factor. Everything is bigger, larger, harder, longer, and tougher than it looks.
How the heck are we gonna do this?
One step at a time.
Got a big rock right here.
Muscle in my thigh.
That is seriously possible?
Steady.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna let you gut it.
Okay.
Stop arguing. Just set them in there.
You didn't like that.
It's beautiful here and I love it, but it's gonna kick my ass or make me stronger.
The whole experience of it is just amazing.
I challenge anybody to try this.
I felt really lucky to be here.